Namaste. I am Shruti and welcome to my YouTube channel Yoga with Shruti. So today I am here to discuss about the prerequisites or the guidelines which are to be followed before practicing pranayama. We do practice pranayama on daily basis, but are we doing it correctly and gaining the maximum benefits out of it? So let's see. And if you are new to my channel, then do subscribe and share it with your family and friends. So let's get started. The first important thing is that we should practice few asanas before the practice of pranayama. Ancient traditions places asanas before pranayama. This is because asanas helps in removing all the stiffness from our body, stiffness from our joints, helps the energy to free flow in our body. The blocked nadis in our body, which are the energy channels, gets opened up with the practice of asanas, and after practicing pranayama, the pran or the vital energy can flow freely in our body. Therefore, asanas should definitely be practiced before pranayama. Next comes posture. An asana or a posture in which we are comfortable and in which we can sit for a longer period of time should be adopted for the practice of pranayama. Our spine should be erect during the whole practice. It should not hunch while practicing. So for that we can use a folded blanket or a cushion. Any of the postures can be adopted for the practice. Sukhasana, simple cross-leg position. Ardha Padmasana, by keeping the right leg on top of the left leg, or Padmasana. Also, Vajrasana can be adopted for the practice by big toes touching each other. Now I'll show you how we can use a blanket to keep our spine erect. So we'll sit on the blanket in comfortable posture, comfortable position. Our spine should be erect. It automatically uplifts our body. So we can either completely sit on the blanket or just place the blanket beneath our hip region, or we can also place a cushion. Erect spine maintains the natural curve of our spine and helps us to sit for a longer period of time. So while practicing pranayama, our head, neck and our back region should be erect. It supports our lower back region. Also, it engages our abdominals and it opens up our chest region. Shoulders rolled up, hands should be loosely kept on our knees. So this is the correct posture for practicing pranayama. Next comes our environment, the place where we are practicing. The place should be calming and soothing to our mind and body. There should be no distractions, especially our phones. There should be no noises around. You can have a soothing or light music for the practice. The place should be well ventilated. Do not practice pranayama in air-conditioned rooms. Next comes the time. The ideal time to practice pranayama is in morning, where our bladder and our balls are empty. If you cannot practice in morning, then there should be at least 3 to 4 hours of gap from your meal before the practice of pranayama. Next comes our awareness. Always practice any kind of pranayama with eyes closed. It helps us to be more conscious about our practice and creates an inner awareness and helps in calming our mind. Since pran is the vital energy which flows throughout our body and it's a bridge between our body and mind. Therefore, our eyes should be closed while practicing. Whether it is 10 minutes or 20 minutes, we should try to close our eyes. Pranayama takes a practitioner to higher levels of yogic practices. Therefore, it should be done more consciously and with full awareness. Next comes our diet. We should try to have sattvic diet for the practice of pranayama. Next important thing is we should be regular and punctual with our practice. doing 1 or 2 days in a week would not suffice the reason why we are doing it. So therefore we should practice every day without fail. Now, what all types of pranayam should be practiced before and after? So as we clean any space in our home, first we clean it, right? Then we try to get new things in, and then we organize our house, right? Similarly with our body. So first we'll practice with the cleansing breaths, which is Kapalbhati Kriya and Bhastrika Pranayam. Then we'll practice the energizing pranayam, which are Anulom Vilom Pranayam, Nadi Shuddhi Pranayam or Ujjayi Pranayam. These helps us in getting the more amount of oxygen to our body and provides energy to our body. And lastly, it comes organizing, which means slowing down and calming down our mind. Therefore, lastly, we should practice Bhramari Pranayam and Om chanting. Sequence in which we can try to do our practice. I hope this video was informative for you all, and from now on, these points will be taken care of while practicing pranayam. So, thank you all for watching, and do like and share with your family and friends.